OK, amid some very old-fashioned industrial action on the London Tube, Labour's ruling executive has just approved plans to reform its links with the trade unions, which will also change the way future party leaders are chosen. The rules need to be signed off by a special conference next month, but that looks like it will be a formality. Well, our political editor Gary Gibbon is in Westminster. Gary.
Well, I think what Ed Miliband would love you to have said in that introduction was that this was his clause 4 moment. And there were some moments in the Shadow Cabinet meeting earlier today when a few of the keener young pups who he's promoted to the Shadow Cabinet were saying, actually, you know, I think this really might be the moment the country looks at you differently. You should go round, spread the word about these reforms. But it's a bit trickier than that for Ed Miliband. Clause 4 was a different moment. Tony Blair, right at the beginning of his leadership, saying, I'm not going to touch that nationalisation lever. This is about internal reforms in the Labour Party and one bit of the Labour Party electing the leader. There are also reforms that won't come in immediately. They'll be phased in over 5 years, as one aide to Ed Miliband said, to avoid bankruptcy for the party. So not a straightforward sell. This is what Ed Miliband had to say about them when I caught up with him a short while ago. As a result of your changes today, has trade union power in the Labour Party got stronger or weaker?
I think as a result of the changes, we are taking a historic step towards letting the voices of all people into our party so we can better tackle the issues that matter to them.
If this big change was necessary, if the old electoral system was so rotten, you were elected by it, should you run it again, have another go, maybe even against your brother?
I was elected under the same system that Tony Blair was elected under. But what I've shown is that you look at the way your party works, you examine the way it works, and you say, is it fit for the time? Does it need to change? What lessons can we draw? And I think that's the right thing to do. And I think that's what the country expects from us.
Well, maybe it's a bit mean to ask him to resign and run for leadership again, but that first question about union power, does it go up or down, is at the heart of all of this, and nobody truly knows the answer. Will union members sign up to be affiliate members of the Labour Party? How many of them will do it? Will they hand over their money? And which ones will do it? Will it be the mainstream unionist activists or will it be the extremely active, highly active ones, the sort of ones that Tony Blair used to have nightmares about? That is a complete unknown. One big ally of Tony Blair back in the old days said to me today that he was amazed by the spin, that breathtaking spin that the Ed Miliband operation was putting on this entire thing. And, well, when you look at the complications of it, it really needs some spin.